All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final map in the best of 3 for the Black Monster Cup for the Germany qualifiers. It's going to be... I did not update the graphics in this time. What am I doing, Jason? Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to have to do it right now. All right, man up, Jason. I cannot believe this whole time I've been sitting here, I forgot to make the graphics. I had one job. Now you're gonna see something pop up on that screen that I don't necessarily want you to see. Yep. And now I have to do this. Bam! Alright, let's try that again. Welcome back to vs.TTD for the Black Monster Cup German qualifiers. It's a final game in best of 3 between TTD and Infaculty. And I do have the sides correct, I do have the score correct. And we might see a first blood come in very quickly. Instead, they're going to back away. So let's go over the lines for both teams real quick for you. Over on the side of TTD, we have Phantom Joe, we have Nightmare, Snow, Sunny, and Bonaparte. Over on the side of Infaculty, we have Prawn Bear, Obvious, Sigu, Cedrian, and Mountain. And we've seen these teams play already once today. Well, like 3 times today now. Actually, 4 times today with this game included. And let's see if you can pull out the final victory here and win those 250 euros and the placing coming into the offline. Why do I keep saying offline? Into the spring playoffs. Alright, so right now, early CS lead built up for Sigo, already middle with Ziggs. And probably are going to have a very difficult time here in this top side. I'm actually really curious why they want the Nasus of all things. But let's see as this game goes on. And Nightmare already able to get his buffs. And he's now going to head up towards the top side, looking for an early gank, it seems. There is a ward down for Prawn Bear, though, towards the top side. So he will be able to spot anyone coming in. And that someone will be Nightmare, but I'm pretty sure they're just waiting for a counter gank here. They really shouldn't be able to dive in as it's under the turret at level 3. And he will be spotted out going into the double golems. Meantime, Pantheon Obvious is now down towards the bottom side of the map. Looks like he might work his way to the top side. Actually going for the gank. They're going to make this one happen here. We actually have Nightmare pop right back up, dodge away from the damage to the turret. And that will be first blood going over now to TTD. That one's to be picked up by Phantom Joe. And Prawn Bear probably raging just a little bit right now because of that. Especially with me antagonizing him early on. But Sumi gonna get locked up. And Sunny gonna be actually stunned now as well. That should be first, or that's first blood. Second kill coming in. Cedric's gonna pick that one up. Sunny goes down. And now Prawn Bear getting dove on again under the turret. Nightmare though, not very healthy. They could potentially still pull the dive off if Prawn leaves that turret, but he's gonna be smart about this one. He's gonna stay. And that's still a 1-for-1 trade now here. We're obviously really early on in the game. You can tell that both teams, I feel like both teams just want to get the game over with the way they're already playing. And honestly, wouldn't surprise me too much with all this action. But here comes the dive again on the Prawn, and he's gonna die again. And that's why you don't play Nasus. That's exactly why you don't play Nasus, because he can get ganked so damn easily right now, especially at least in the jungle. But here comes, I was thinking maybe the potential dart binding over the wall. So they back away, and that is now a 1-0-1 Jax, and a 1-0-1 Elise, and a 0-2 Nasus. Actually, I think I could have expected this. So I remember them talking about in chat and how mad Prawn was getting, that he kept getting ganked last game. But Snow, he's not having a good time in the middle lane. He's actually behind in CS. We do have a CS lead in the bottom lane for Infaculty as well. It's only about 5 right now, but that should be cleared up here in just a second. Into the top lane, 30-14. And Jax has a build to run a Cutlass 5 minutes in. You can imagine how that's going to go for the rest of this game. Prawn though went for a Doran's Blade, so going for a little bit easier last seen under the turret. Also a little bit extra health to survive. But if they're gonna dive him, they're gonna kill him. They're like, you're not gonna escape that. So, actually, yeah, he stuck around because of the teleport. That's what I was wondering. Nightmare stuck around for that. I was able to pick up a very easy kill there. Phantom again. Gonna go with the stun. And when it's level 6, that's going to be a dead Nasus again. it's just going to be that simple. But here Cocoon ends up Sedgen, followed up with a Dark Binding. That is a dead Lucian. You're not going to escape all that CC. And another kill coming in for TTD this time. And this time it will go to Nightmare. Now 3-1 here, 6 minutes in. And it's starting to be a kind of a one-sided game so far. Well, obviously things can change up here. We'll see if they continue in that path or if Infaculty will be able to pull up anything else here. And we do see, well, Phantom getting ganked. Stun gonna come up, gonna get locked down. That was even a flash out of Oblivion, or Oblivious. And he was able to escape. So he survives. Lives to fight another day, but will be forced back to base here, and they're giving out that help to Fallen Bear that he really needs. Alright, so Dark Binding lane yet again on the Sedgen bottom lane. He's having a very tough time. Sunny, though, with that Caitlyn, not that far ahead in CS, though he did get ganked earlier on. Snow, in the meantime, catching up, down 50 to 61. And we see the chalice picked up for Ziggs here. He does have his ultimate. He did use it in that last little bit of a fight, though. And that bottom turret already very low on life. TTD looks like they want to close this game out quick. That will go down. And here comes another gate coming in. Cocoon does land on the mountain. He gets locked down by Dark Binding. He's going to lock down by the trap. And he's actually taking it to survive this. He doesn't have flash to escape this one, though. And they should be able to close out that kill. One more attack. No, the auto attack didn't finish up. But it's on apart. Going for the flash auto attack. Picks that one up. And does secure that one for themselves. So now 4-1. And Nightmare has been around the map like crazy so far. He's everywhere right now, and he's just showing no signs of giving up. And he's continuing to make these gigs. So this should be a quick game, I would think, between both these teams if he can continue to do this. But obviously, it's all dependent on whether or not Infaculty can really fight back. They are down over 2,000 gold now. Dark Binding gonna come in. Not gonna land on a Sigu. Just gonna back away from that one. Meantime, though, we do have Pantheon going for a bit of counter jungling here. Trying to steal with his blue buff, but here comes Elise. He needs to be forced to run back right away here. In the meantime, Jax on the top side, 50 to 32 CS. Those Red Cutlass still the only thing that's done. He's able to harass quite well. He even might be heading down towards the bottom side to make sure to secure this blue buff for his team. And with that ward not being gone, with Morgana coming from the side, that one's gonna be it. That will be actually Nightmare taking it. Huh. That'll be interesting. Hey Chew, I don't know how to say your whole name, so I'm gonna just call you Chew. That Phantom, 52-37. Prawn just surviving. That gank definitely helped out quite a bit, but we obviously have that one turret lead in favor of TTD, and Bonaparte actually gonna switch over to a sweeping lens, as well as Leona going for that too, so. Snow, get up close to personal with Sigu. Spirit comes out, it connects. Not gonna do that much damage, but still does a lot nonetheless here. And meantime, top lane, it's gonna start getting really dangerous for Prawn very soon. Once he has that Blade of the Rune King done, I mean, his damage that he'll do will just be ridiculous. We do see cloth armor picked up though for Prawn. So he's looking to survive against a lot of this damage, but a lot of it's magic as well, which you can forget about if you're a player. But this could potentially be the dive. He has Ignite up, he has ultimate. Obviously Nasus does have it as well, so I'm not sure if he's going to go for it here. Maybe he gets a little bit more chip on, he will. But just going to back away. Let him get this farm under turret. He's actually not going to go back to buy. He's sitting on only 1,000 gold, so he can't really buy anything with that just yet. Dark Binding going to lay it on a Sedgen. Going to force him back. And the Pillar Peacemaker coming in and do some extra damage on top of that. And Snow just trying to force Sigu out of this lane right now. Dragon will be stopped either way. Leona has come in, made her presence known, has the ultimate available. Not to mention that flash. And that will force them to back up. But then, meantime, we could just have the bottom lane of TTD shove the lane in. And when it gets back to the turret, just go for the dragon themselves. And that means, obviously, he's going to have to stick around the bottom side. Or pretty much give that one up. Rubber Duck is so awesome. Phantom still top side, still has a little bit of CS lead. He's really scared to dive on the Nasus, which he probably should be because of that that ultimate. He's still farming up really well, and he's still applying a lot of pressure. He's forcing Prawn to farm under this turret, which, you know, he's honestly doing a pretty good job of so far. The lane up. Bonaparte gonna come in from the side, looking for a ward or maybe a dark binding. But Elise has joined the crew on the bottom side. Snow being shoved up into his turret. Sigu getting some good damage down onto that. Pings have come back down for Dragon yet again here. I would imagine this time Dragon would be done, but with Ziggs available to roam around now. With him available to ultimate, I'm not sure if they can really go for this one. As you do see the Pantheon ultimate coming in, they're going straight for the fight here. They actually do keep Leon out of it, but Nightmare gets completely caught up here. It actually flashes out, doesn't get hit. This ultimate gets hit with the Q anyways. We're going to coming in, won't actually lock anyone down, but just Mountain. And now they're being forced to run away completely from this. They have the fight, but Nidalee, where is she? She's trying to take that dragon. She gets it. She secures it. And will she escape? She actually flashes over the wall. She's going to escape this one, but Mountain comes over the side. He goes down either way to the red buff. And that will be another kill coming in. So a dragon for 2 kills. And that is now pretty much an equal trade for both teams, though. It is still 2,000 gold lead for TTD now. Alright, so 12 minutes in, 4-3 in kills. Faculty able to fight back quite well right there. And it lands onto Sigu. And get locked down. He will get trapped up. He actually will get knocked away. And this could be a kill coming in for Sunny if he does go for it. He has one more attack to go. He won't have flash, but we see it at least coming from the side. They won't have the damage they need. And now Jack's getting dove in on the top side. He's going to go down here looking for the kill. He does ignite running onto Nasus, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to flash and he's going to get the kill. The flash attack picks it up. And they do trade a 1 for 1 right there. Sunny unfortunately wasn't able to pick up the kill on Asiga, wasn't able to take away that buff. He is still sticking around though, very low on life. Ace in the hole is available. Instead, he backs away, gonna head down bottom, get all that farm in. I don't want to miss out on too much right there. Alright, so 13 minutes in. That's probably been the most exciting game that we've had so far today. Now I think about it. But if you look at Prawn Bear's items, a Warden's Mail, and the Chain Vest, it's going to be a tanky beast now, and that should mean that Phantom shouldn't be able to beat him in a 1v1 anymore. With that Sheen potentially coming in, with that Phage, it might... I don't know, I don't think it'll be enough. Prawn should be able to survive for a long enough amount of time. But we'll see. I'm sure Phantom will continue to be aggressive and see what he can offer. Meantime, in terms of fire, 104 to 71 top lane. In the mid lane, 107 to 120. Currently a lead for the side of Infaculty. AD carries a slight lead in favor of TTD here, but I want to keep my eyes on this top lane. Phantom is actually just going to shove Pro away. She's pretty good damage to that leaf strike too, so maybe that will be enough. We'll find out here. The turret already very low life. Will they go in for the fight? Oh, just gonna back away. Did have at least coming from the side though with Pantheon. Looking for a gank on top and does have ultimate available. And that will be a dead Jax. Does stun up both of them. Does jump away to the ward. Won't have flash to escape this though. And he should be going down here. Build Cutlass used on the Pantheon to keep him away. But obviously gonna pick that one up. And even after those 2 kills, Phantom was able to get, just fortunately not able to get far enough ahead to really apply this pressure. But with Pantheon being the top side, I'm assuming they want to get this turret down. Snow able to escape from that Leon ultimate. And instead they actually will all just back away. Not going to stick around for this one. You know, the turret is already very low on life. Sunny, he wants to, it seems. A smart play would just be to get out. And there's a tutor shove either way. It does have that Bloodthirst done. And that turret should be falling here in the next couple seconds, because you can see in fact here giving that one away. Alright, so Prawn Bear continue to shove that top side, catching up in farm. The blue buff though being contested now. This is what Snow unfortunately didn't have. It was taken away from him. It was locked down by the jungler Sunny though. Just the position we're going to be in. He just jumps over the wall. The ultimate comes in, but it was already taken by Nightmare. So it's just going to be cleaned out here. And that will mean 5-5 all. Both teams. Gold still in favor though of TTD. They have 23.1 thousand to the 21.1. So nice 2,000 gold lead here. Not over by any means, as we've seen. As allows us now going into that Glacial Shroud. building into those Iceborne gauntlets. Yeah, I would assume. And obviously, if he really wanted to, go into that Frozen Heart to reduce that attack speed, which you can build out of those 2 items. No one saw that. No one saw that, Ziggs. Even Odd Director was like, ooh, let's just move off of that. Spectral's Cow picked up, though. Wait, who has a Spectral's Cow? Elise. Wait, what? Had a Spectral's Cow, sold it, got back the Negatron Cloak instead. Okay. So it got refunded. Pantheon gonna be shoved away from this turret as quick as possible with the combo and a Sunny and Snow, and they're gonna get some free damage onto that turret, but they do have honestly off to the side. A Leona. Why are we still watching? Okay. A Leona and a Lucian here. With the top turret being shoved in, they were stay on top of the board. That will go down. That will be a 3rd turn of the game now for TTD. That's their entire goal that they've been able to build up. Not to mention the CS lead top lane. That's pretty much it. They don't really have a CS lead anywhere else. But Jax is getting a huge advantage right now, and he has 2/3 of his Triforce done. In the meantime, Sunny and Snow are shoving on this middle turret, and it's already very low on life. It's about down to a quarter. They'll probably pick it up next wave if they want to here, but you do have Pantheon looking for the jump. He's looking for the fight here. And Sunny has to be very, very damn careful. And here comes the Pantheon drop. Who's it going to land on? Who's it actually going to get put on? He's on a Sunny, going to actually escape away from most of it here, but Morgana did go down for that, unfortunately. In the meantime, Jax was in base, now returning back to the fight, but Dragon is coming up in 3 seconds. It seems like Infaculty are going to be able to secure that one for themselves here, but they're trying to fight for it. TTD, try not to let this one go for free. And Jax does have that Triforce and a Red Pot. Really committing a lot. He's going straight in the backside on Lucy. Does get the stun on, but now he's overcommitted. Now he's too far out. He gets locked down, almost completely flashes out of that. Will be able to escape. Dragon has been taken by the side of Infaculty. And they are in a hot pursuit, but they're not going to be able to chase anyone down off of this. And they will just back away nonetheless. But still, Dragon taken for Infaculty.
Your team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, so finally the first turn of the game taken eventually for the side of Infaculty here. They have a lot of money to spend as well, so they're just going to go back. See TTD having some tough times. Like 19 minutes and they had such a strong lead, but now it's just kind of like, do we really have a lead? They're up about 600 gold now. It's not as much as obviously they'd want. They need to fight back somehow, somewhere. And it might be on the back of this Jax, who has a 60 CS lead now, and he's showing no signs of stopping. And that Brother Rune King should be done soon. How much extra money has he spent? Only 400, because they're not done soon, but eventually it will be done. They are having a very tough time here. This Pantheon has given him quite a bit of troubles with these drops, and right now he's visiting this top side here. Pantheon does get slowed up. And Obvious still sticking around. I'm not sure if he's even on a ward. No, he's not on a ward. Jax is just playing this cautious. Phantom doesn't want to go for that engage. And of course, gotta have a pause. I'm not sure what the pause is about. I'm hoping by having chat open they'll tell me. Apparently Phantom's having lag, which actually might have saved his life, funny enough. I think that actually might have saved his life because he might have gone for the fight off of that one. There we go. Live coming in. And hopefully his lag problems have been sorted out here now. As we are about to hit that 20-minute mark. Pantheon go for the jump on the middle. Is it going to connect onto? Does connect onto Nightmare. They actually do twist fight around here, but Ziggs, the ultimate coming in, might have been enough to finish off Nightmare here. He's still alive, though. No, he actually did go down. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but they do get Pantheon killed. Meantime, Jax heading down from that top side. Looks like they want to go for a push on his turret. Without that guaranteed stun out of Pantheon, it might actually be enough for them to go for the push and hit this turret down. It's already very low on life. And Sunny able to chip down on it quite well. Spears coming in. Prombear not very healthy. Does have that Frozen Heart, though. Jax pushing that top side in the meantime, so this should be at least one turret going down. I would assume it's going to be middle here. And Sunny leading the charge, still has 3 men there, has the attack speed buff from Snow, if he does need. And I'm actually surprised that Jax isn't going for the turret right now, but either way, Pantheon has respawned in. Sunny hopping in and out, going for the damage on the turret. They're just going to back away. They don't have enough time to take that one down, and either way, they will trade a 1-for-1. Blue up has respawned in, and it looks like they want to take it here as teleport coming in from the top side out of Nasus, who actually, did he cancel or did he get stopped? I think it got stopped. Yeah, it got stopped by the looks of it since it's still on a long cooldown. You should just cancel it just to maybe fake them out here. Actually, maybe Phantom should have just let him go, because then he would have gotten a free turret off of that, but the way he's continuing to farm up, continue to be very aggressive here now, approaching an 80 CS lead. Now he should have the money for his Wither. No, he doesn't have the money for his Wither King yet. Damn it. But he will have it soon, and he's keep this aggression. He has a ward down at red. Can't see Pantheon ulting. If he does, the rest of the team can shove middle, bottom, and pick up another turret. Alright, so 22 minutes in now. Trying to think what could be the next possible move out of both teams, and Dragon, it's always a likely possibility. But you can see Pantheon, he's up towards the top side of the map. He's looking for maybe a potential gank onto Jax right there. He actually could pick that one up because he's not going to be spotted moving in. Instead, backs away and looking for the drop middle. Let's see who it will hit. Leona gets ultimate on the Snow, but Pantheon jumps right onto a trap when Caitlyn wasn't even there. Not sure how that happens, actually. It's gotta be a little bit embarrassing when you drop in and you land on a Caitlyn trap that the Caitlyn wasn't even there at all. Was actually in bottom lane. But either way, this is a small thing in this game. Sunny still trying to shove this turret. Actually gets some really good damage onto Cedric. Might even be able to pick up the kill if he does connect one more auto attack with the ultimate. That middle turret gonna go down. And that will be the 4th one of the game now for TTD. And they're looking to potentially come back after being down 1 game in this best of 3 to secure first place. And seeing how that first game went, I thought it would have been a quick, easy 2-0 for Infaculty, but they've been fighting back now, and they're going for a push on this bottom turret. Phantom still being annoyed in this top side, showing Prawn how to split push. And he's been doing a great job of it. I mean, 126 farm for Nasus. He's hurting. Jax now at about 240 seconds remaining on Dragon. Looks like they're going to go back. And then try to go for Dragon themselves here as they're able to push down now another bottom turret. Last Twister picked up for Caitlyn. Ziggs with a death cap and Nilly with a death cap for herself. And we are approaching a critical point in the game, I have to say, between both these teams, because how these next fights are going to, or how these next fights go, is really going to determine who's going to be able to pull this game out. And obviously not sure what he's necessarily doing here. Maybe he's looking for that drop onto a Dragon, but Snow face checking that bush. Doesn't have any wards. Actually does have pink ward on him, but actually not hitting those spears. Needs to be very careful, but does have his team to back him up. And Dragon will have spawned in now. So where's the action going to come down? Pantheon, he could go for that man drop on top of him. Jax is pushing that top side. Nasus does have teleport available though. And if anything, this should be a smart play out of TTD to just bait them around Dragon, not go for a fight, allow Jax to push his top side, because they will win out in the end from that one, getting a top turret, potentially even more if they can go for engage off the back of that Dragon being done and keeping them around. Now they just shove the middle lane, now heading back towards Dragon, and eventually Phantom's going to get that top turret. It just takes time right now, and they can assume where Pantheon's going to be. It's actually back in base right now. That's, instead of contesting, just going to let that one just completely go. And going back to base. So 4,000 gold lead now in favor of TTD. Still pretty much all stored up in terms of those turrets. Not to mention that giant CS lead that Jax has been able to build up. Now by the Rune King done. Still has that red pot. Still has boots and a cloth armor. And him and Elise can probably two-man Baron. And I'm pretty sure the team knows this. Hey, done it before. Sorry, that was actually Infaculty last game that did that. Though the Fed Jacks, you always have to watch out for that, and it looks like they're trying to bait them in. It's always a likely possibility. You can see Pantheon up to the north side of the map. They're going to spot out Nasus right there as well. And they're going to clear out this ward in the back of Baron Pit. And Caitlyn pushing bomb. They're going to need her help here if a fight does break out. But she can still keep shoving in that bottom lane if she wants to. Jack's going head-to-head against Prom Baron. Look what a Wither's fight. That's how Blade the Rune King used. He's just slowed up by Wither here. He's looking for the fight. He's going to be able to pick someone up with Ignite. Dark Binding comes in. Perfectly well plays. Phantom Joe picks someone up here. And that goes 3 and 2. But we do see Snow get traded in a 1-for-1. So a little bit out of position off of that. But still a 1-for-1 trade. This should mean the top turret should go down for TTD unless you see Infaculty back that up with multiple people. And well, luckily for them, Caitlyn isn't there to keep shoving on that bottom lane. Jax is going to be up here and hit that come from the side. Won't actually land a slow, but we'll shove the lane back out here and we'll maintain that turret here for a little bit longer as we approach the point of Baron becoming more and more like a likely possibility. Alright, so Sunny going to continue to push bottom out. It's actually, well, now finally Leona does join, going to actually back away and not continue to push that out, but Nightmare off to the side. Leona coming in as well with the Talisman Assumption. Going to use the ultimate. Siggy just going to flash. And the Dark Binding won't land, but the flash is down, and that is a major summoner spell now taken away. Easy can be dove on by Jax. Or even Elise at this point. Jax still just slowly whittling away at that turret. Almost has 100 CS lead now. He's not pressuring the turret, which is a little bit confusing. Like, he could do some damage to it and just jump away and be fine. Instead, he's just keeping it up. A lot of farm. And Caitlyn even harassing quite well there too. But this is a Last Whisper and Azeel, so should be able to penetrate that armor quite easily. Attack speed slow up, but Frozen Heart can be very dangerous. But here goes Pantheon, gonna drop to the backside. Black Shield gonna be put. Share type of Sunny gonna escape this one with the help of Flash. And actually eats up a lot of Zig's ultimate, but Nightmare going straight in. Gonna say very low. Ace coming in. Let's get blocked actually by the 80 carry. Not sure if that was the greatest choices, but Siga picks up a kill. Now they're Talisman Assumption pop. I'm sorry, they're chasing him down here. Snow gets caught up. He's most likely gonna die. The Dark Bunny comes in. Leona actually, the E does myth, but we see Phantom go on the backside. He's looking for the kill. Picks up one. He's not gonna escape this though. He will go down. And it will be a 1-for-2 trade here with Nightmare and Phantom both going down off of that. And the Zenith Blade was dodged by actually nearly popping out and healing, funny enough. But that man drop, quite a lot of pressure here. And TTD don't seem to really know how to deal with it. They don't really seem to know what they should do to counter it here, but Baron still is a likely possibility, though we do see nearly Snow pushing middle. And I'd be surprised if it just continues to. I mean, they don't really need to take Baron. They can just split push like this. And the thing is, if they stop getting engaged upon by Pantheon, if he stops getting these perfect drops off, then they would win these pushes every time. And now Sunny getting caught up here. We'll be able to escape off the back of Morgana's help. And Sunny, be careful. We'll be coming in though with the rest of the team. Snow coming in as well. And that, to be honest, should be a dead Nasus. No real escaping from that one. Cocoon lands. Farmbear gonna go down. And that is another kill. Nightmare picking that one up though. Now 3, 3, and 3. As Nasus has finished that Spirit Passage now. But 30 minutes. Baron being started. Pink ward's put down. Will they be able to take it quick enough? Pantheon actually does have ultimate now. Could drop in towards the back of that Baron pit. They don't know how much health it has, but here comes a drop. It's gonna land onto Nightmare. They actually just stun him up right away. Nightmare gonna get blown up. Actually flashes into the Ziggs ultimate. There's 2 quick kills coming in. Ziggs picking up 2 for himself. And now they're chasing on the Phantom here. He's gonna go down. That is a 3rd kill coming in. And considering they have that man advantage, they trade a 1-for-3 there. And come out ahead. Very well done by Infaculty. I was not expecting it to work that well, but it completely did. And I guess, you know, Side TTD forgot just the cooldown on that Pantheon ulti because it completely caught them off guard. And they got completely blown up. But oh, now Snow getting caught up here should be fine though. It's in Italy. Spirit coming in, doing some good damage. Needs a Void Stop or something like that. Dart Binding, unfortunately gonna hit a minion. But we'll help clear out that wave here. And we do see Nasus on the bottom lane, just farming that one up. But they will lose out a turret, so now 5-2 here. And the only 2 turrets that have gone down were the 2 in middle currently, so it's kind of working out in their favor. I mean, they have obviously a lot of free turrets that they can pick up around the map if they want to. We'll have to see if that's going to happen. Because it's the goal difference between these 2 teams is just based off of turrets alone. And right now, Prawn getting caught with that ultimate by Morgana again. Dart Binding going to follow in right after that. Nope, actually not going to. But they're looking to take this dragon, and it looks like they should be able to. Pantheon not really in the vicinity to help out, and won't have the ultimate up here to drop in either. But another dragon going over for TTD. And now a 4,000 gold lead for themselves built up. 4,000, 31.5 minutes in is honestly not that big of a lead, and so is anyone's game. Infaculty have been winning the team fights. But TTD have been winning the split push war. And that 100 CS lead that Jax did have is almost completely gone. He's not really able to split push anywhere. And if you just carry a couple wards on him, he could probably ward up enemy jungle. And if Pantheon does drop on towards that top side, he could sacrifice himself for a push onto an inhibitor turret, which there's only 1 outer turret left, so it shouldn't be that hard to pick up. Alright, so now at the 32-minute mark, 51,000 gold to 47. We can take a look at items real quick as well. The Renowin's almost picked up for Phantom, and he does have a Negatron Cloak after that as well. Well, probably going for a GA. And you see Nightmare going for a Renowin's Omen as well. On top of that, nearly Snow middle 2,300 gold sitting on, so going for that Void Staff next, I would imagine. See another BF Sword picked up for Sunny to match that last Whisper, Static Shiv, and the Bloodthirster. See the Talisman of Ascension, the Boots Mobility picked up for Bonaparte. And then on the other side, for Prawn Bear, we have that Frozen Heart plus Spirit Visage mix with another Chain Vest, so doesn't really have a lot of damage on him just yet. Let's actually see what his Q stacked at. 141? That can't be right. That's gotta be like 410, right? Yeah, 417. I was about to say, that can't be right at all. So he has a little bit of damage on the back on him, but looking over at Pantheon, Banshee's Veil, Last Whisper, Spittle the Other Lizard, and the workings of a Renowin's Omen. You see Ziggs with that Death Cap, the Unthins Another Girl, the Void Staff, and even another EC Larger on top of that, so that would be going into Azonia's. And look at the AD carry, Sejuan has that Triforce, Bloodthirster, and Berserker Grease. Obviously, Leona as support with a Talisman Ascension, the Ruby Sightstone, and a Giant's Belt as well. But right now, it's anyone's game, but luckily for TTD, they've been the ones pushed up onto the turrets, and here comes the Pantheon drop yet again. Caitlyn being forced to flash completely away from that one, but never getting locked up in the middle of the team. Might go down for this one. Bonaparte does get interrupted from his ultimate, does get shoved away, and that's going to be a 1-for-0 trade in favor right now for Infaculty, but they're trying to back away, and they should be able to escape this one here, but turret, they've been managed to just keep it alive, but they've still been on the back foot every single time. They've been fighting at their own turrets. They've been unable to be the aggressors, unable to pick up turrets for themselves and pick up and accrue a lot of their money. But TTD still have control of this game, and the Spear's landing Cedric down just a sliver of life right now. As Sunny, he needs to heal up quickly. As I say, because Ziggs ultimate will be up soon, and that would be very, very damn dangerous. But Jack's coming up the side. Sunny can still drop from the Ziggs ultimate, almost up. Just one more Q would be enough to solidify this one. It's going to land. Oh, but he does get healed up by Nidalee. And his ulti has come up now. But looks like he's not going to use it here. And the rest of TTD going to go for red buff now, so that will be stolen away. And they are struggling right now to finish this game off. I'm just really surprised. Baron has spawned in, or hasn't spawned in, spawned in a long time ago. It's been up for a while. And it will be started by TTD. They don't even have a pink ward inside a Baron pit, but they're going for it nonetheless, and they take it ridiculously fast. And that will be the first Baron of the game taken for TTD now. They are here 35 minutes in. so... We are now about to hit that 36-minute mark. Still almost a 70 CS lead for Jax. Has that Renowin's Omen done, almost has the Guardian Angel done. I want to assume they're waiting for that moment to start making these fights happen, but they don't really need to. They could still win these fights if they just execute them out correctly. They're hesitating to finish off the game, but they're still looking to finish off nonetheless. They're still shoved up on the enemy side of the map, so that's a good sign. And they are up about 5,000 gold right now. And Dragon come up in about a minute, but honestly that shouldn't be something they even should think about. Jack's gonna continue to shove this bottom lane, while the rest of them group up towards this top side. This is exactly what they probably should have been doing earlier. Didn't necessarily need to do it in this fashion, but Jax gonna be able to stop the teleport coming out. Actually just ignores the mini wave, goes straight for the turret. Does some decent damage to it, backs away. And finally that top tier 2 turret has gone down. It took about 20 minutes, but they got it. They're gonna continue to push that top side here as we're seeing Phantom just continue to try to harass, try to heal up, and try to get this mini wave into the turret so he can get some free damage onto it. In the meantime, top side, they are getting a lot of damage in as well. They're shoving the lane in. They have to be careful of that Pantheon jump, who has it up. He doesn't have home guards though. Phantom just jumping straight into the turret, able to get some good damage to it. Here goes Pantheon drop onto the backside. Water Project is completely locked up by Panther right there. He's gonna go down. Actually flashes out of that one completely. Nightmare gets stunned up as well. They're gonna back away and they do survive that engage, which means that Jax can continue to push this bottom lane or visit this top side and go for a push onto the turret with that Pantheon ultimate now being gone. They don't have to worry about that backside dive here. And that means Sunny should be fine and healthy to get some free damage onto this turret. Not to mention if Leona's not even there here, Snow even gets some hits in there every once in a while. Sunny needs to be careful. He does not want to get engaged upon. He does not have flash. He has a barrier. Sometimes that might not be enough as Phantom just continually, a couple hits on the turret, back away. A couple hits on the turret, back away. Try first procs, back away. He's the whole coming in. Some really good damage on his legs right there. Phantom can probably beat. No, that's just 1v1. I don't think Punk can really do anything about it. Oh no! Kaylin 90 calibrating into the damn turret. That was a little unfortunate. And here comes the dive. Phantom. Prawn. Oh, he should be able to survive that one. If you jumped on, gonna get taken out, even though Flash coming in for style, even though he was dead already. And he will escape. That will be the turret though going down, or at least Lucian pulled away. And that means they can push the top turret. They've gotten the inhibitor turret down. Going for the inhibitor. And that's finally the crack in the brick wall of defense. In fact, he was able to apply it. Now, Sig's very low on HP off of that spear.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And also the bottom inhibitor has gone down. And Jax, like I said, didn't realize he can't really fight him. Now just back away. Smart play by him. So that's 2 inhibitor turrets down. The third one looking to be taken down here soon. But only 1 inhibitor taken. And there comes the turnaround by Jax, looking for the engage. Does get Lucian very low life. Ace Soul comes in. Not even going to connect as Jax picks that one up and backs out in the meantime. And even spears connecting left and right. So a slow but steady drain. A trickle of blood. This is allowing TTD to potentially finish it off soon. As that bottom inhibitor will fall as well. That is now 2 down. And they're looking for their third over in middle. And they will pick it up. That's number 9 for them this game. Third inhibitor will fall here momentarily. And Leona using the ultimate just to stall them. That has dropped. Will they go for the finish? I'd imagine they're going to wait for super minions in every lane. Maybe even Baron when it comes back up. But I don't know. I hope not. I hope they finish it. But no, they do back away. They're not going to go for the clean sweep right now. And they will wait to fight another day here. Oh my god, I almost fell out of my chair. Not out of excitement, as you can tell. One of the more, I don't know, one of the more slow qualifiers throughout all the Black Monster Cup series so far. This one more about just securing themselves wins, not really in a hurry to do it, or not really in a hurry to do it stylishly. They just want to secure their spots. Not to mention the money. Alright, so 3 inhibitors gone. 2 Nexus turrets standing between TTD and the win. They have Baron come up at about a minute 30. All gone back and bot. See the Guardian's Angel picked up for Phantom and the Spectral's Cow. Random Omen's still almost done, but Nightmare decided to go for a Spirit Visage instead. Caitlyn with the Infinity Cal, Mikhail's Crucible picked up by Bonaparte. The Thornmail picked up for Prawn Bear now, as well as a Negatron Cloak. The Zonia is now done for Sigu. And Obvious one step closer to his Randuin's Omen, but he's waiting base. Doesn't have home guards though. Either he's AFK or he's looking for that drop. I'm gonna say it's probably the second one of those two. As he's starting to move around now finally. But he's just waiting for his moment to shine. This is the final push coming in. Or it should be. Because with those 3 rates of Super Mutants pushing in right now, that's all they stall this out. In fact, he's gonna have a tough time of really doing anything about it. Jack's just rushing straight in, going for the turret, taking on a half health already. He's gonna back right Pantheon, dropping towards the backside. Sunny gets completely locked out, the Flash is completely out of it. Gonna dodge, not dodge the Ziggs, also actually not take that much damage from it either way. Turning around, doing some good damage on the Prawn Bear. He's gonna go down. That's 2 kills coming in. And more to follow here momentarily. Double kill comes in now for Sunny. Look for the third. This actually does get Zonia'd up, and now Ziggs gonna just back away. But here comes a surrender vote either way. That will be TTD taking it back 2 games in a row after losing out on that first one to secure themselves the winners of the German qualifiers and to win that 250 euros. But 8-4-2 Jax, fantastic play out of him. 3-5-5 Nightmare, 0-2-6 Snow, 3-2-5 Sunny, and a 1-1-9 Morgana Bonaparte. Fantastically well played by all of them, and it's unfortunate because, you know, Sigu 6-1-5 on Ziggs, middle. 5-2-7 on Obvious on that Pantheon, 2-3-5 for Lucian, you know, 0-2-11. I mean, the scores weren't the best, but it was enough to actually make it so TTD could win that one out. So guys, that's gonna be it for me tonight. If you're actually interested in playing in any of the qualifiers, we have actually quite a few more to come up throughout the rest of the coming weeks. So as you have 2 people from those regions, you can sign up and participate. Just go head over to blackmonstercup.com and check out all the information there. You can obviously follow me on Twitter at JCap, but you can see that down there in that beautiful area, where I'll be informing you when all the Black Monster Cup shows will be happening. The next one should be this coming Wednesday. I'm not sure which qualifier it is on the top of my head, but either way, it's gonna be it for me today, guys. Make sure to follow the Twitch channel. I'm tired. It's midnight. Make sure to follow the Twitch channel. That's where we'll be doing all of our shows from now on, and until we actually get into, I believe, eventually one of the offline finals. But that's it, guys. Hope you guys had a fun time. Hope you had a good time as well. Closers for me suck, and I hope I see you guys next week at the same time, same place, and we'll see you then.